Imagine you have achieved a complete state of flow. But what about flow killers? Yes, here are some flow killers which prevent us from entering into complete flow state. First point here, distractions. Distractions come from multiple sources: your workplace, your colleagues, gossiping among your friends or relatives. So these are external factors which are responsible to lose the state of flow. With this, our mobile phone, constant notifications on our social media platforms, internet, these are other factors which are responsible for losing a state of flow. But what about our rising and falling emotions, rising and falling of our thoughts? So you first need to identify that which thing is responsible for your failure in the state of flow, which is that particular thing. So if there are external factors, yes, you can quickly understand that, okay, this mobile is disturbing me, this TV is disturbing me. But if it's all about internal factors, then you must understand that particular thought, that particular emotion which is preventing you from entering into that complete state of flow. Second, self-doubt. So what is this self-doubt? Self-doubt is nothing but a constant internal monologue about your circumstances, about your actions, your decisions. You are asking constant questions to your mind. Is it right or wrong? Is it okay or not? Should I do this or should I do that? So you are asking here constant questions to your mind, and that is the self-doubt. So handling this self-doubt is very essential to enter into the complete state of flow. So how to handle this self-doubt? Very easy step. Just write down your self-doubts on a piece of paper. Write down about that. Look at it in a third person point of view, so you can understand it in a better way. This particular self-doubt is really essential to think about it, or this is just overthinking. So you can understand it in a better way. Now third, multitasking. Many people believe that they can work on multiple things, but multitasking is a myth. You can't work on so many things same time. When we shift our focus from one task to another task, that is called switching cost. And what is this switching cost? Losing our momentum. Now, what you can do here? First, train your mind to work on only one task. And second, see what is the most important task for you. Now, fourth point, perfectionism. Tendency to be perfect. Now, perfectionism, what is this? Perfectionism is nothing but self-imposed unreasonable expectations. And when we fail to achieve that, we criticize ourselves. What is the relation between perfectionism and state of flow? See, when we have this tendency to be a perfect in every task, in every action that we are going to take, so we have certain ideas about our actions. We have certain planning, certain ideas. Okay, I am going to work in this way. I am going to take this particular step now, this particular step later. So we have certain ideas about that. Along with this, we have certain opinions about outcome. Okay, outcome from our actions, results about our actions. So when we fail to achieve that particular outcome, it disturbs our mind. In this case, we become doubtful. We are doubtful about our prior skills, about our prior knowledge, prior experiences. Why is it not working because I have certain ideas, I have certain plans about it, but it's not working in that way. I'm not getting outcome. So we become doubtful. Just ask yourself, is it needed? That perfectionism is needed here or not? Second thing, if you have this tendency to be a perfect and that is preventing you to state of flow, so here remember this thing, it's okay to make mistakes. So if you are making mistake, and don't expect like this is something dangerous, this is something dangerous and this mistake is disastrous. Nothing is dangerous, nothing is disastrous. You can fix that mistake. It's okay to make that. We are not machines. Fifth point, overcommitment. When you say yes to each and everything, it is overcommitment. You don't have enough time to fulfill those promises. You don't have that much time in your hand, and you know that. Still you are giving each day from your calendar to others. We say yes to others, we give them time, and then we push ourselves to fulfill that promise. As a result, you don't get enough time to recharge and relax. When you say yes to everything, when you say yes to that particular invitation, that particular person, here remember this thing, you are not just saying yes to that invitation, to that person. Along with you are inviting unnecessary circumstances, maybe not good for you. It creates an impact on your state of flow. So here is the tip. Be ready with good responses. First, I would like to come. Second, I would like to be with you, but I can't come. Third, I am super excited to listen that, but. So be ready with such graceful responses. Number 6, burnout. Burnout is the feeling of mentally and emotionally exhausted. So you need to take some better steps to reduce it. Due to this burnout, you don't have emotional energy to perform any tasks. So first you need to identify the source of burnout. Now you have identified the source of your burnout, but it is not always possible, or it is not in your hand always to remove that source of burnout from your life completely. You can't remove that source of burnout completely. Suppose your source of burnout is your workplace, so you can't leave that your workplace or your boss and tensions from your boss. So here you can rethink about that source of burnout. Suppose if you are an employee and you have contributed into a particular project, you are working on that project, but you are not getting that credit. Now here, this is the source of your burnout. Okay, I have worked a lot, but I am not getting credit. So here you can rethink about this source of burnout. Okay, I have done a lot for this project. I'm not getting credit, but here is the positive thing. I have polished my skills, or I am learning these new skills from this project. I have achieved these skills through my project. Like this. Suppose if you are a student, so don't think about your tough study days or tough study material, tough syllabus. Just think about your final destination. After clearing your board exam or after clearing that competitive exam, so like this you can rethink about your burnout sources. Point number 7 and last point, lack of clarity. If you have that lack of clarity about your goals, your aim, your objectives, your priorities, you can't expect that state of flow in your life because you are just working on this particular task. You don't know after completing this task what will happen in your life. You don't know your final destination. You don't know about your goal after completing that task. Here, lot of distractions, lot of chaos, lot of thoughts from multiple directions in your life. So here in this case you can't expect that state of flow in your life, in your work. So first write down what you have to achieve and why you have to achieve. Writing down it into clear statement will provide you enough clarity to work for that, to work on particular goal, because you are clear about that. Okay, I am doing this for this particular objective. And second most important thing here, if you have that clarity and if you know that why you doing it, what are your expectations from this particular task, then it will provide some signals to your mind. So these are 7 barriers in your state of flow. Video was all about those 7 barriers and how to win them. I will be back with another interesting topic for you so soon. Till then, bye bye.